Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Dee and this is Dee's Bookish Musings, where I'm sharing my love for reading at my own pace. I am back in nature. So the last time I did this video, I talked about a few books that were page turners for me. Well, I really did enjoy making that video while I was getting my workout on, because my life is consumed at this point by my fitness schedule and stuff like that. This is like not really the only time, but hey, why not talk about books while I am also exercising? And so I am going to be talking about 3 books this time that I recently read. So I'll go ahead and get into it. First, before I do, if you're new here on this channel, I do book vlogs. Anything related to books, I am your girl, okay? I read a variety of genres. My favorite, nonfiction, but I have not read that in a long time. And also historical fiction is my favorite. But I have learned something about me this year, is that although it is my favorite, I don't read a lot of it because it's a lot of trauma involved. And I can't consume books like that back to back. So I do space them out. But honestly, I'm in the mood for a good historical fiction. So I should be picking up something soon. I'm going to be out of breath like the last video because we're out here walking. Anyway, the first book is called The Wife Between Us. I think that's the name of it, but it will be on the screen somewhere. This one is by Grady Hendrix and Sarah Pekkanen. This is my first Grady Hendrix and Sarah Pekkanen book. This is actually my first, I think, book that I've read where 2 authors wrote the book. So I listened to this by audio, and it's a thriller, suspense, more like a suspense, not really thrilling. Domestic. It's a domestic suspense book about a young lady who married an older man. I don't really know her name because I forgot. She's single, going through a divorce, or she's already divorced, and she finds out that her ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, is marrying another woman, the wife between us, and she's obsessed with the wife. Now, I will say this. The book held my interest about 65 to 70% of this book. It held my interest the whole time. It was very suspenseful. I was engaged. It was, I want to say it was a page turner because I was invested in knowing what was going to happen. Why is this lady so obsessed with the new soon-to-be wife? And when we find out why, it's a twist, okay? Let's put it that way. It was a twist, and what I assumed was not what was happening. But when I found out what the real reason why she was obsessed with the new wife, it was unbelievable. It was like no build-up, because in my mind I'm thinking one thing, which I think is a good thing. When I think about it, it's a good thing to think one thing that you think is going on in the book, and then a twist happened and it's really not. But when it is revealed why she was obsessed, it just didn't ring true. It just was not believable because there was no build up. It just came all at you at one time, and it just didn't make any sense. So the book went downhill after that, y'all, for me. But because I was engaged and it was a good book, sorry about the noise, I'm outside, about, like I said, 70%, 65, 70% in the book, I gave this a 3.5. I think it still might be a good book to you if you want to read a suspense, not really scary or anything like that, and it's you like domestic suspense books, this would definitely be the one. 3.5. It fell flat at the end, but up until 70% of the book, it was pretty good. Okay, so the next book that I want to talk about is called The Titanic Sisters. Okay, so I did a reading vlog about this book. So I know people may not like to watch long drawn out vlogs, I don't know, but that's the reason why I'm including this, because it's a book that I read recently. So this is a historical fiction set in the early 1900s. I think in that vlog I said the 1920s, in the Gilded Age, but it's set in like it's still the Gilded Age, but it's early 1900s. Sorry, early 1900s. So this follows Delia and Nora. They live in Ireland. They come from a family who is not poor, but you know, they are not rich. They work on the father works on a farm. Their life is kind of like mundane in the country, things like that. Now, Nora and Delia, they really don't get along as sisters because of the mother. The mother has favored Nora. She is the favorite daughter because of something that happened at childbirth with Delia. Delia is the younger sister. Nora is a slightly older than Delia. One day, Nora gets a chance to go to America, New York, to be a governess, and she is going to make that trip to New York by way of the Titanic. We all know what happened to the Titanic. It went down. It went down and sank, okay? But because Delia is close to her dad, Nora close to her mom, Delia is kind of close to her dad finds a way for Nora to also go to New York. But she, instead of being a governess, she is going to be someone's lowly maid, right? Which is just a regular maid. A governess is a more higher position than a maid. So both ladies sat on board of this Titanic, okay? And we know that it went down. That's not a spoiler. We all know that it went down. But something happens to Nora, and Delia takes her place. So the book was a page turner. This had great character development. We saw characters one way at the beginning of the story, and at the end they were totally two different people. This has found family in it. It has a sister relationship, redemption, forgiveness, things like that. And so I really love this book. I love the storytelling. The author did a great job in a lot of aspects of this book. It's very cozy. It's a very cozy read too, perfect for this time of year. And so I really did enjoy it. I think I gave this a 4.5 stars. Not sure why I didn't give this a 5 star. I need to continue to think about that, but I gave it a 4.5. It was a good book. Very, very good. This book is going to be Dominion by Addie Kitchens. So this one just came out. It is quite popular, and I'm surprised that I read a popular book like right when it came out. Who am I? Anyway, so this was good. This followed a church family, a pastor, the first lady. Pastor's name is Saber. The first lady's name is Priscilla. And then they have 5 boys, but it really focuses on Wonder Boy, or Emmanuel, the son, and also his girlfriend, Diamond. And so, again, it follows a church community in Dominion, Mississippi, and this somewhere in the South, right? And it pokes fun of like church people and all of their antics. It's told in 3 points of views, which I thought was unique for this book. It's told in first point of view for Priscilla, the first lady, Diamond, and then Wonder Boy, Emmanuel, the son, is told by a narrator in third person, okay? So the book kind of contrasts the lives that Diamond and Priscilla have with the men in their life. Her husband is turning out to be someone she does not know, right? While she's dealing with her own struggles and sins, okay? Diamond, being a younger woman, she's also dealing with her relationship with Emmanuel and what she thinks she wants at 17. She's only 17. She's seen a future with him. But then there's a twist and something ends up happening. I won't say what, because that definitely will be spoiling the story. And she realizes that what she thought she did not want. And she does not, all this time, she did not know Emmanuel like she thought she did. The same thing with Priscilla, the first lady. She has built this life up with her husband. They're in the church. To me, it mimicked a lot like May and James in Greenleaf. At the end, May and James realized that they didn't really know each other or didn't know who they were because they found out all these secrets about each other, right? Same thing with Diamond, found out a lot of secrets about Emmanuel. To me, it was a lot of unanswered questions, but I think the author probably did that to send a message or to allow us as the reader to make our own interpretation. And for me, the interpretation I got is that not everything that's gold, that's shining is gold. Everybody, no matter if you're in a church or what, are human and are subject to faults. And at the end of the day, hypocrites and sinners. Everybody's struggling with their own demons, even the church. This was very entertaining. It was a page turner. It was funny. I listened to this on audio, so I loved like the church music at the beginning of the chapter. Yeah, it was really, really good. I really did enjoy the book. I would not give this, for me, a 5-star because it was something missing in the book. Okay, it was, even though it was good, entertaining page turner, it was just something missing. It needed some more words, I think, to kind of wrap up the story just a little tighter, right? Just a little tighter. So yeah, I can't give it a 5, but it definitely was a 4-star book. Would definitely recommend it. So all 3 books that I read, I liked the books. The least one was The White Between Us because, yeah, it was set up really good, but when we found out what the main twist was regarding the obsession, to me it just did not add up. So those are the 3 books that I have read recently. Have you read these books? Are you interested in these books? And if so, leave that down in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and be blessed. Bye.